Ever since Delhi University has started the CUET course, there has been a course correction for the entire university and the admission process of students as well. On that and few more other issues that surround Delhi University, I have with me the Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Yogesh Singh ji. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on India Today. Sir, your smile is telling me that the work process in Delhi University is at warp speed right now. I would like to start by asking you on the teacher recruitments, because it's obviously been an issue of contention. And what is being done by the Delhi University administration at the moment to make sure that we have more teachers, better recruiters, so that our students have good education?
Very true. In the last 8 months, we are busy in recruitment. That is our top priority. And you will be happy to know that in our colleges, we have about 86 colleges. We have recruited more than 1,200 teachers. And in university teaching departments, the number is more than 175. And also promotion, the internal teachers, we have a system of promotion. That number is more than 5,000. So there is energy in the whole system. New teachers are joining us. Internal teachers are getting promotions. So it's an environment of achievements, accomplishments, and it is in the larger interest of university.
And yet, sir, Deputy CM Delhi government Manish Sisodia has also written a letter to you stating that formation of 28 governing bodies is important for teacher recruitment.
Governing bodies are important, no doubt. They are important, and but we have to understand the whole issue. Issue is we have 12 colleges which are 100% supported by Delhi government. Nothing is, we are not conducting interviews there. So no interviews are going on in those colleges. Other 16 colleges are those colleges where 95% grants is from University Grants Commission, which is a central government institution, and 5% from Delhi government. In that also, interviews are going on only in 2 colleges. One where there is a full-fledged governing body, we have no issue. But there is only one college where interviews are going on without full governing body, we should say. There is a governing body, but not full governing body. Okay. That's all. Other interviews are going on in the colleges maintained by the university or maintained by the trust.
But you are looking at, speeding up recruitments. That on one part is more important than actually not doing the recruitments right now because of a non-formation of a governing body. Would you say that?
Not really. This matter of governing body is of concern, yes. And we are, working in coordination with the Department of Higher Education, Government of NCT of Delhi. And I'm very hopeful that very soon we will have governing bodies.
Okay. So just coming to the CUET issue also, last year, last academic session of the CUET, not a lot of seats were filled because a lot of students also opted for private universities. Would you say that's the case? And how is that going to change for the CUET admissions that are going to happen in future?
First of all, last time was the first time. Yes. So we were having issues because neither we were having any experience nor the students were having any experience when they were filling the form. And in the seat allocation system, it is better to choose maximum number of subjects so that based on your performance in the test, it means for the marks in the test, as per your eligibility criteria and course, seats are allotted. So both university and students were not having any prior experience. That may be one of the reasons. Second, delayed admission due to COVID. Third was, some courses are not very popular courses. The students don't want to take such courses. It has happened last time also, last to last year also, last to last year also. It's a continuous process. But yes, we are now working on the weaknesses of the whole system, and we will adopt few new strategies to fill those seats. So this time it will be, we are better prepared, and we will be able to fill most of the seats this time.
Sir, taking from this, you've said that even in a college like St. Stephen's, where there is a 50% quota for Christian students, you will be looking at filling 100% seats through the CUET examinations.
Because this Stephen's is not only one minority institution, we have good number of other institutions also. Now this time we have decided that all seats, whether it is minority or non-minority seats, it means open seats, all will be filled through CUET. No weightage will be given to interviews, any form of interviews.
Okay.
So we hope that this is a transparent, efficient and effective system. Every student will get equal opportunity. But for minority seat, yes, Christian students will be admitted, but without interviews.
Okay, so what you're essentially saying is no separate interviews of any sort will happen, but the students will be filtered in through the CUET
based on the performance in CUET.
Okay, and that will happen for n number of minority institutions within the Delhi University this time. So sir, looking at the CUET exam itself, the last time we spoke, you had said that perhaps you would want to conduct this twice.
Yes.
So is that something that's
this
going to happen?
This time it is not happening because of the backlog of last year. Because result came in the month of October, or then admissions took place. But I am very hopeful that University Grants Commission will take all necessary steps to conduct this test twice in a year in the coming years. And the ideal situation will be one test before the +2 examination and one test after the +2 examination. And UGC is seriously, considering this possibility. And I hope that will be very, very good for our students.
Sir, but if you do one test before the +2 examination, would there be a gap in the number of days?
There should be a month.
Because how will the students prepare for both exams?
Oh yes, at least 1 month. At least 1 month before the test and few weeks after the test.
Okay.
So that is the ideal situation. I really don't know how far it is feasible, but yes, I feel that it is feasible.
Okay. So the students will get more opportunity
also. But they'll this is happening in JEE also. They are doing it.
So already students, I feel, are very burdened with extra exams and other sort of exams.
It's not a question of burden. Don't take it that way. Like if like in the first test, if I perform very well, I am satisfied with my performance, I will not appear next time.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I could not perform as per my hard work. Then I have an opportunity to appear again. It is in the interest of the students. No burden, but another option.
All right. So with these new strategies, sir, there are new challenges also emerging every day. In light of the BBC documentary screening that was being attempted in the Delhi University. So there were protests. We saw students who were coming out in large numbers and chanting slogans. Do you see this as a direct bearing on the administration and how they should handle such kind of
I don't know,
issues?
how are you defining large number, first of all? We have, if we include NCWeb and SOL also, we have 6.25 lakh students in the university.
Okay.
And the number was, I don't want to comment on that. But besides that, point is, it is a matter of indiscipline. They created chaos in the university system, and our responsibility is to provide conducive, peaceful environment to our students. Universities are places for teaching, learning. Universities are the places for knowledge creation. We don't want such ruckus in the university. I don't want to comment on other universities, but in University of Delhi, we don't want to encourage such incidents, and that's why a committee has already been constituted to look into the whole issue, and we are waiting for the recommendation of the committee, and appropriate actions will be taken.
So have you found that such challenges exist within universities? I'm not just talking about Delhi University, but other universities as well that have gone ahead with screening the documentaries.
There is a system. If you want to do something, you have to take prior permission. And then, you are not allowed to beat security persons. You are not allowed to misbehave with the police. You are not allowed to misbehave with the teachers. teachers. If you do so, then we don't want to take such things lightly. That's the only point here.
So we also heard that you yourself had received some death threats also. Is that correct?
It doesn't make any difference. Yes, someone, okay.
So there is a security issue also when such things happen. But what about, sir?
किसी के करने से कोई मरता थोड़ी है.
Achha. But sir, when we talk about protests and the right to protest of students, will that be upheld by Delhi University?
Right to protest is fine, but there should be a system, and there is a defined process and systems, and we are very open for that. All democratic value systems are welcomed, but not in the form of indiscipline, ruckus and chaos in the system. And this is 21st century. The processes of earlier centuries now should require to be revisited. Is it the way to behave in a university?
So, sir, when students do come forward and, the national education policy has also been brought into picture, Delhi University is looking at bringing some new courses also.
Very
for
true.
example, the foundational study course for Hinduism, or would you say, what would you call that particular course? What would it teach, and how would it help students bring in some new value addition to their life?
University is seriously considering courses on Hindu studies, like Hindu traditions or the ancient traditions of India. And if students are ready to, ready to join those courses, it will be very good, because national education policy is student-centric. We cannot compel anyone to study anything. We don't want to do that also, because in a civilized society, this is not required. But yes, we should provide opportunities to our dear students. That's what we are doing it.
So, sir, would you say that we would be looking at other sort of cultural studies as well, because there are already Islamic culture study courses that are taught, but would be looking at Jain culture studies or other sort of community culture studies as well as an inclusion or inclusiveness into the education system?
Universities are for inclusive initiatives. We will take such steps in future.
Okay. So,
but right now also our system is totally inclusive and for everyone.
I do want to ask you about the convocation also that's going to happen now. So the new would be that students will no longer be wearing robes and hats. Is that a change that's going to happen this time around for the first time?
Yes, this time. Yes, we have changed the system. And this time you will see a new form of convocation, and Honorable President of India is coming for the convocation as chief guest, and she will deliver the convocation address.
Okay. And what would be new, sir? Would the students, if they don't wear robes and hats, then what would they be wearing?
Please see on 25th.
Because we heard that they are going to be wearing some scarf, or an angvastram is what is being called. So I want to understand what is the ethos behind this idea.
Like, now after 75 years of independence, we have to revisit many things. The system of convocation and the dress which we used to wear in Delhi University and most of the universities, is a colonial dress. And we don't want to continue with the same system. We want to use our system, our design system. That's all.
So you are bringing forward this change. Okay.
Yes.
Also want to just ask you more about what's going to be the future strategy for Delhi University. You yourself as a VC, what do you envision at the moment for prestigious university like Delhi University, and what are the challenges that you are envisaging in future?
Delhi University is very old, prestigious institution of India. In Delhi, you will not find any house without any Delhi University student. In a house, I say 3 generations or 4 generations in a house, you will find presence of Delhi University everywhere. And Delhi city has a unique culture of inclusiveness, harmony, And nobody is alone in Delhi. City is for everyone. And this culture, Delhi University has played a very, very important role in creating the culture of Delhi. This is one thing. Second is about the future. Now, Honorable Prime Minister has said India should be a developed nation by 2047. And we also want to take active role in that. We have to energize our students, motivate and influence our students in that direction. That mindset should be to focus on the growth of India, so that we can eradicate poverty from India. What are the instruments? We have to design new instruments for that, so that and also the assessment of the government policies. This is the responsibility of the universities to suggest if some amendments or some course correction is required. We should be able to assess that. That's why this thought process needs to be changed, and we are working in that direction also. Next is what is the providing facilities. 100 years old university, our infrastructure is old now. It requires to be renovated, rejuvenated, and we are working in that direction and creating new facilities to our dear students. Because when we got independence, we were only 36 crore people, including Pakistan and Bangladesh. Now, after 75 years, now we are 136 crores, excluding Pakistan and Bangladesh. It means what? The number of seats which were in 1947, and now number of seats in 2021, 23, and number of seats in 2047, there should be a gradual increase in the seats. Now we have 6.25 lakhs, including our SOL. We want to enhance seats, which is possible only when we provide additional infrastructure. That's why now we are constructing 2 new hostels, few academic blocks, and also, interestingly, we have created 2 companies, Section 8 companies of University of Delhi. One is University of Delhi Foundation, and the responsibility of the company is for fundraising only. That company will look for all opportunities, every opportunity to raise funds through CSR, through alumni contribution, through other means, so that if we can have such money from other sources also, in addition to the government grant in aid, then we can create additional infrastructure. This is one. Second is to promote the innovation, entrepreneurial activities. We have another company, Udmoday Foundation. Both companies are promoted by University of Delhi with special focus fundraising and the promoting the culture of startups in Delhi University. So we are establishing few business incubators in University of Delhi.
So you don't just want to be dependent on the government grants to
We will be heavily dependent
infrastructure.
on government grant. That's not the issue, and government is also very positive about giving money to Delhi University. We don't have any problem of money. That's not the issue. But still, society should support us, industry should support us, our dear alumni should support us. That's the only point of concern. I'm not saying that government is giving no issues of money.
So lastly, just want to know, because we are also a country that looks out globally as well, and we have been listening or hearing about the international tie-ups with international universities that Indian universities could do. So how far we have reached in that endeavor through the
We have good number of tie-ups with international universities, European, US, Australian, New Zealand universities, and we have established student exchange program in the university. Our teachers are going and contributing in other universities. Recently, we have also appointed adjunct professors, which the international professors as adjunct faculty in our university also. So they have now close association with the university, and they are guiding, supervising our students, and we want to strengthen this activity.
No, essentially what I'm asking is, will we have something of a Harvard or an Oxford look at tie-ups with Delhi University and X number of prestigious universities in the country, because that is what the focus
one is academic tie-ups, where our students will go there, study for a semester-away program. Their students can come here. These are some academic tie-ups. joint projects, joint supervision of PhDs, that's fine. But second is for the administrative tie-ups for joint degree programs or half degree here, half degree there, like that. That we have not thought of right now. But in future we may think of, but right now no.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.
Thank you.